network connection there. So the goal of problem management is to get at the underlying causes of these interruptions, and manage the process of restoring service in those underlying causes. The last process that I want to talk about is the knowledge management process. And again, this is the knowledge base that we talked about a second ago for the employee self-service. And this is making sure that the knowledge about what's gone wrong and how to fix that is in an organization in a way that's shareable, that people can reuse that, and so people are not consistently reinventing the wheel and solving the same problems over and over and over again. So again, kind of like everything that we're going to cover today, this is a real high-level overview of these three ITIL processes. There's more training and information that's available specifically on ITIL, and then there's a lot of training that's available on each of these processes, and then we're going to demo how those processes work in the tool right now. So I'm going to switch back over here and log out of the employee self-service view. Give the web conference a second to catch up with us. Okay, so I'm just going to log in as a different user here. And you can see as this loads up that there are a lot more options and content that a technician has access to here, and their home screen looks a lot different than what you would otherwise see. So, looking at this screen, sorry, it looks a whole lot different than the employee self-service screen. Looking at this first home page, what you see are a list of SLAs that are assigned based on the incidents. So SLAs are service level agreements, and they're basically goals saying that after this much time, or really it's saying that an organization has a set amount of time to accomplish a specific action in regards to an incident or a problem or a knowledge base requests that come in. So what we can see here is for the SLAs, I inadvertently sent in 2 emails, so I've got 2 incidents from my email coming in. But I've got each of these incidents has a work starts SLA that you can see here, and then they each have a resolution SLA, which you can see here. The system has organized them based on the amount of time that is remaining for these SLAs, which is based on how much time we've given each SLA to complete, as well as what time zone the incidents apply to, and what the working hours are in that particular location. So what this does is it makes it very easy to prioritize what I should be doing on these different incidents, rather than just a list of here are 3 incidents, where should I be spending my time. It's very clear that the first thing I need to do is start working on this particular incident, and then the next thing I should do is work that to resolution. Then I can start working on these other items here that have a longer SLA. So in addition to this, we have the same sort of knowledge base information that we had on the employee self-service down here with the frequently asked questions and the news. And over on the left, you can see there's a lot more, these are applications in the gray boxes, And when I click the arrow to expand them, I get all of the modules that are displayed underneath them. So there's a whole lot more that an IT technician has access to than your end users. So let's take a look then at this first SLA. So I'm going to click here where it says task, and it will bring up that particular incident. And again, just like with the home page, there's a lot more information on this incident than was present for the employee self-service view. So I can see the customer that opened it. I can see the location that they're at. I can see the particular IT service that they picked when they entered in this ticket. I can also categorize this in a couple different ways. I can say it's an interruption, which is our classic, there is something wrong that needs to be restored. I can put this as an inquiry, which is, how do I make this text bold? Or a request for, say, creating an account or resetting a password. I can also change the impact and urgency if I feel like the employee put it a little bit too high or too low. And when I do make those changes, it will adjust the priority automatically. So I don't actually want to make that a high priority. I want to keep it at a medium priority. I can also come over here and see some more information. I have the contact type as far as was this a self-service, someone entered this ticket through the internet interface, someone sent in an email, it was through a phone call to the help desk or a walk-in to a help desk. Then I can look at the state of an incident and look at some of the assignment pieces. We're going to come back to that in a second. Just want to show as I scroll down, there's a number of different boxes here. So I have a work notes box, which is information I can put into the ticket as a technician that only shows up to me. And then I have a customer comments box that I can use to communicate back and forth with the person who opened this ticket. And just like the end user, I can see a list of activities, so showing all of the changes that have happened to this incident since it's been opened. Last piece here to show is that I have a list of the SLAs that apply to this particular incident, and they are shown down here at the bottom. So what I want to do now is kind of act like I'm going to work this ticket. So the first thing I'm going to do, right now it's assigned to a group that I belong to. I'm going to actually go ahead and assign this ticket to myself. So I start typing in my username, and it populates that for me. And then I'll come up here to the bar next to where it says incident, and I can either right-click there, or I can hover over this green back button, and I'll just click Save. And what that'll do is it'll save the incident, but it'll keep it open for me so I can keep working on it.